What's good? It's Chigozi. It's Saturday, December 2nd, 2017, and we're going to see how the Big Ten Conference Championship game today in Lucas Oil Stadium against the Wisconsin Badgers and the Ohio State University Buckeyes is just another scripted numerical ritual and occult theatrical performance put on by the federal government using actors such as Urban Meyer and Paul Chryst, two character actors putting on roles, playing out esoteric themed Bible charged propaganda. And this game we're going to see right now, see Lucas Oil Stadium is in Indianapolis, Indiana. Look at the ribbon cutting ceremony, August 16th, 2008. So, Gematria is a practice of calling numbers behind words. Indiana, using alphabetical order, sums to 52. I is the ninth letter, N is the 14th. You see that. 1 plus 4 is 5, so you reduce each letter to single digit and add them, you get 34. So if you reverse the alphabetical order, you can do the same thing. So A is 26, Z is 1. So you get these numbers. 1 through 7, the 33rd prime number. But look at the date numerology. They had the ribbon cutting ceremony, which is what they listed as it opened on Wikipedia. August 16th, 2008. And then it becomes more solidification. I mean, it's already 100% solid, but for anyone who really needs to see more evidence, I mean, look at this. They have 137 days remaining. They have a lifeless number of 34. They have 52 numerology. Indiana 34, 52, 1 through 7. That's not a coincidence. This is called plan. This is called using gematria, using numerology, and building. And who builds? The Freemasons, the Jewish Zionists, the Jesuit order who runs sports entertainment, scripting it all together by the numbers. That is a clear example of them doing that. And we're going to look more as to why they're doing that here. So the whole riddle looks like Paul Christ, Jesus Christ coming in with 33 wins overall, going to be the sacrifice. Christ, sums you 33, how they spell his last name. Big Ten 33, just to see them branding it. Freemasons giving you the Big Ten. Scottish Rite 57. Masonry Zionism 105. Saturn 30. Masonry 33. So let's look at the date numerology. What I notice is that comes on a date with 29 days remaining. Ohio 29. Football 29. It's also on a date with 51 numerology, 31 numerology. Urban Frank Meyer 233. This is the actor playing the role of the head coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes. 233 is the 51st prime, the 13th Fibonacci number. He'll very well come in as the man to be the one to crucify Paul Christ, ending his 12-0 win streak, 12 a number for completion. Think about Jesus with the 12 disciples, Christ coming in now with the 12-0, going to lose. Urban Frank Meyer the third, his full name, sums to 109, the 29th prime, Ohio 29, coaching for Ohio. And this game is happening 15 days from Paul Christ's birthday, his 52nd birthday, Prophecy 52, Foundation, Kabbalah. About 15, you get 38, like death, killing, murder. Just for the 4251 date numerology, just showing you whose propaganda this is and who's branding it. The Freemasons, the Zionist Jews, the Jesuit order. Masonic Jewish 29. Giving you football, birthplace of Ohio, or the birthplace of football is Ohio. Well, really, based on how everyone in Ohio is just ruled over by football, the birthplace of Ohio is football. It's pretty much what controls what people give a fuck about here. Lucas Oil 29. That's where this is happening, Lucas Oil Stadium. Football 43. Lucas Oil Stadium opening on day 34, life lesson number. And 43 numerology, the football stadium opening on day 43 numerology. But then again, Badgers Sumshu 29, 43, 133. And that just shows you that's why they call it the Badgers, because they're just scripting with football. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, this video is showing you how it's all scripted by the numbers. You know, at the end of the day, Wisconsin could win. There's some sacrificial coding for Ohio State too, but my guess is that Wisconsin's going to lose by the numbers. There's another example. Fox Sports Ohio launched 2/9 in Ohio football summit at 29. That September 1st, 91 to 13th triangle number. There's more numbers behind this. Oh yeah, so Discover is going to sponsor this event, and they're coded with Ohio State's numbers too. So Lucas Oil Stadium, Gematria. JT Barrett, we're going to look at him. He's the star quarterback of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Or 123, the conspiracy. 95, slave Negro, roster 59. He's a farmed athlete. Very well. Indianapolis 123 is where he's going to be playing, and very well used to take down, to crucify Paul Chryst. JT, J's the 10th letter, T is the 20th. It's just 102. That's another 12. The Buckeyes coming in 10 and 2. Nigger 102. He's 102 kilograms. It's on the 12th of December is happening, but his name's a reflection of that, 221, Illuminati. And then from the championship game to his upcoming 23rd birthday, 53 days, Lucas Oil Stadium, 53. Lucas Oil, 52, it's exactly 52. And it's the 16th prime, JT Barrett wears 16. And it's 7 weeks, 4 days, killing, Christ, Masonic, Jewish, Gematria, cult. Revelation 121. We know sacrifice 73, 21st prime. But he's from Lawton, Oklahoma, 7353. Sponsored by Discover. Ohio State 49. The two reshuffling, 121. Super Bowl has this type of gematria, like a championship number as well. Joe Thomas Barrett, the 4th, so I'm actually 112, like Ohio State. But then, blood sacrifice, I'm actually 121. So you gotta you can't ignore some kind of possibility like that. But I did put this part down before I even knew about who Paul Chryst was, and I looked up. I was like, "What? His name's Paul Chryst. Coming in with 33 wins, 12 and 0, and his name's Sumshu 33." So Urban Meyer Sumshu 122, and this is on 12/2. This theatrical performer right here is an actor for the Zionist Jews. That's all he is. He's not a head coach. Record 71 and 8. So Catholic 71, kill 17, 71 to 20th prime, death 21, murder 79, if you add them both together. From his 53rd birthday to the Big Ten championship game is 145 days. The Ohio State sums you 145, so does Big Ten Conference. This game is coming 114 weeks and 5 days from the 2015 or 2017 solar eclipse that just happened. Just because they do sync everything up with this, I wanted to document. I also want to type out Catholic. Catholic 145 as well, 71, 46, 35. All numbers, they just painted all over this. It's 103 days to the 27th prime. 27, heavy connection to Ohio, Buckeye 27, ritual 27. So if the Buckeyes win 103 days from the solar eclipse, no, I do not think that is a coincidence at all. I think that is meant to be, if anything. That's some pretty solid evidence. But again, I'm not in this gang. I can only just put together the pieces they're giving me. This is from his birthday, like 4 months, 22 days or something. Go back and look. Death 25. He had in his name. That's the thing. That Catholic number, sacrificial. So, it still goes both ways. But I just think it's stronger for Wisconsin to lose with this coding, this ritual. Kill 44 like Wisconsin. Sacrifice in the Ohio State. I wouldn't put money. Well, I don't put money in this shit ever. And I wouldn't advise anyone to. But if you want to, it's up to you. You gotta make your own choice. You gotta do more research, really. Lucas Oil Stadium sums to 179, like the Ohio State. That is the 41st prime, which is the 13th prime. Ohio with the 13 sun rays on their seal. Inside a federal government-run nation with the 13 stripes on the flag. Wisconsin 44, spiritual 44. See this gematria pattern? It's the same. I'm at the Flema, Buckeyes. I want to get to more of the Paul Chryst. I did find that later. This is more just heavy coding. I don't want this to run too long and I'll get to that. But Buckeyes Big Ten Championship. The name of the Badgers starting QB, 125, Wisconsin. You can just see how all these numbers sync up. It's in the same numbers, 44, everything. So out Paul Chryst, Jesus Christ, 33 and 6. It's 52. Indiana, prophecy. Jesus dying at 33. God's Son, Christ, have the same gematria. Just want to show that 48, 93, like propaganda. Just a mathematical and even more significant relationship, too. And then I know it's from Christmas, coming 3 weeks and 2 days. Christ sums to 32. This game. Then Paul Chryst in Wisconsin, both sums to 44, 55. Jesus Christ sums to 43. Paul Chryst sums to 143. One through 7, the 31st prime. This game's happening date with 31 numerology, the 11th prime, game of 11-11, football, master number. Coming with 12 and 0. The 12 disciples dying at 33. This prophecy, this found Kabbalistic practice, Kabbalah 52, from your government 52. If you live overseas, that's why I say it a lot. Like, you have to understand, if you're part of the British monarchy, the whole prince marriage thing going on, this is run by your federal government. That's the same thing. I don't mean the United States puppets and the White House. That's never what I mean. That's just that's their theater troupe. I'm talking about the niggas next door, the Freemasons, the Zionist Jews inside the Scottish Rite Freemasonic Temple, running it all by the numbers, and not just there. They're doing it all over the world in their own Masonic lodges and temples and whatever other places they meet by the numbers, scripting it decades in advance. So I just really like to hammer that point in because that's just a point that you have to really grasp. So, 4 months, 7 days. They're born these apart. So, Urban Meyer born July 10th. Paul Chryst born November 17th. They're born 131 days apart. That's a championship number. That's what I really want to get at. But, the 13, 47. Championship 131, 193, 44th prime, 131 through 32nd prime, by the way. They're coming in 10-2 with JT leading the way. See? The nigger leading the way. So, from the last time they played together, they won 59-0, the 17th prime, Kill 17, Mason 17. Now they're back together again in 2017. 156 weeks exactly. False flag 156. This game is a false flag propaganda event. That's absolutely what all their sporting events are. If you're out 33, you get 156. Likewise, if you're out 28. It's a span of 1,093 days. 193, the 44th prime. Wisconsin 44. Buckeyes 44. Playing together against each other. Buckeyes 28. And again, if you read out 28, you get 156. 156 weeks later, they're playing. Just by the numbers propaganda. So, okay, this is the date numerology of when the Badgers won. Badgers sums you 43 like football. It was on date with 43 numerology. Wisconsin sums you 125 and 118. It was on a date with a life lesson number 25 and 18 numerology. Ohio sums you 16. They were there. 16 numerology too. So we already talked about this. So I'm going to skip this. Oh, but here's the date numerology. They broke the ground. We just talked about when they opened. You're going to like this part too. They broke the ground on a date leaving 102 days remaining. Stadium sums you 102. Like Indianapolis 201. United States 102. A date with life lesson number 36. Football 29. Date with 29 numerology. 102 all goes back to the Key of David. Key of David 102. Radical Islam 102. Islamic Terrorism 201, the Reflection. Islamic Terrorism 102. There's another form they report that has a 102 gematria. Remember that 102 minutes that changed America? That propaganda given to you by the History Channel. So right now, this just shows you that the History Channel is nothing else than coded Zionist Jew-run media, which is nothing else than a bunch of bullshit propaganda by the numbers. everything on the TV is TV 42. But anyway, if you're out 42, you get 142. Going back to so much Jesuit, Freemason, Zionism, terrorism 135. They have the 13 user 5 critic, the Key of David 135. Key of David. Just think about this. Order 75, propaganda, hoax, fake news, federal, Zionism, Freemason. So it's when they open. I already talked about that. And then if you want to see it again, yeah, again, pairing the gematria with the date numerology. America 50, 229 to 50th prime. And in this video, I don't know how long I've gone, but I'm glad I showed that. I mean, I feel like the whole point of this is to show you how they're doing this all by the numbers. I just showed you how Indiana sums to that, and then the date numerology matches like that. You know, that to anyone who's not an idiot should be like, okay, I see how this is by the numbers. Oh, 21 minutes, not even bad. I see how this is by the numbers. Cool. And then if you want to see how it's more by the numbers, then listen to me bitch about this bullshit federal government and how they call us goyim and how we're all stupid and how we're just meant to be slave beasts. Then yeah, keep watching. Peace out.